Hello dear friends, and welcome to my online course, The History of Coffee. My name is Sergio Reminny. I'm a coffee expert with 25 years of experience, a businessman, a writer, and the first coordinator of the European Specialty Coffee Association in Ukraine. We were at the origins of baristas championships in our country. Today I have my own coffee business, a coffee blog with more than 1,000 articles, and several books about coffee. Almost all my life I have maintained close contacts with Italy, the country to which we owe the invention of espresso, the most successful business model in the modern coffee world. Over past 10 years, I have been running on Facebook my personal page with the audience of 500,000 subscribers. And during this time, the entire coffee internet of the world passed through my hands. This helped me a great deal understand the way the end consumer thinks. After all, the consumer is the ultimate recipient of all coffee knowledge and the main examiner of our efforts. The whole complex value chain of coffee, from farmers and exporters to roasters and baristas, exists only so that our clients, ordinary coffee lovers, could enjoy this wonderful drink. Only you decide if coffee prepared for you by hundreds of thousands of coffee professionals around the world is tasty or it is not. Today there exist countless training courses for baristas, where you can learn how to prepare drinks, to roast coffee, or to perform at championships. However, a barista becomes a professional not when he learns how to make a heart or rosetta in latte art, but when he has an idea of how the coffee world works, understands the way things are related to each other in this world, and most importantly, uses his knowledge in the right way. This course will give you a chronological understanding of how coffee won people's hearts and how it became a favorite and the best-selling drink on our planet. You know, instead of offering my arguments in favor of you taking this course, let me tell you something. If you ask an ordinary coffee lover what is the difference between cappuccino and latte, almost no one will be able to clearly explain it to you. Even 99% of the baristas will not answer this question exactly. Maximum that they will be able to say is that the milk is less whipped in latte than in cappuccino, and the latte is served in a glass goblet. In reality, this is far from the complete answer. But if you delve deeper into the history of the origin of this drink, you will immediately comprehend its meaning. Actually, today the word latte is used to describe almost any coffee with milk. And not only coffee. Nowadays, there are beet latte, mushroom latte, and even seaweed latte. But to obtain a true and deep understanding of the role of latte, let's take a glance at the variants of Italian coffee with milk. Everybody knows very well what is standard espresso macchiato, also known as Caffé macchiato. When they take an espresso and add to it a very small amount, literally a drop, of whipped milk. The drop turns into a small spot on the surface of espresso, and hence comes the name macchiato, which is Italian for spotted, stained. Macchia means spot, and this drop, added to coffee, softens its taste and turns ordinary coffee, un caffè, into spotted coffee, un caffè macchiato. Next, there is Caffelatte, coffee with milk. They prepare an espresso and pour some milk into it. Usually they add warm milk, but today it is also whipped a little, although they did not do that before. A little later I will talk about it. The next drink is cappuccino. You know it well. It is coffee with whipped milk. Thanks to the soft milk, it tastes better, softer than just caffè latte, coffee with milk. And now comes the main drink I want to pay attention to, latte macchiato. What is it? In Italian, latte means just milk. I believe that many of you heard stories about how a man enters a bar in the heart of Italy, elegantly orders a latte, and the waiter brings him a glass of ordinary milk. The thing is that latte in Italian means just milk and nothing else but milk. In the last century, in bars, customers could often order a glass of milk without surprising the bartender. He just said latte and they brought him a glass of milk. The milk was served in a transparent glass, and not so that the layers could be visible, but simply because in Italy milk had always been, as it is today by the way, served in a glass. And then, when someone wanted to add a little taste to his milk, he would say latte macchiato please, which meant add something to this milk, stain it. Macchia is the Italian for spot, remember? But unlike the coffee macchiato, when the milk was served, everything was vice versa. They added a drop of coffee, obtaining thereby milk with the taste of coffee. In other words, to make caffè macchiato, they added a spot of milk to coffee, and to make latte macchiato, they added a spot of coffee to milk. This is where the difference between caffè macchiato and latte macchiato hides. Later, when Italian coffee culture started to conquer the world and was copied everywhere, other cultures borrowed espresso, cappuccino, and the latte macchiato, but shortly calling it just latte. And as a fact, this cutted version killed both names Caffelatte and latte macchiato, fueling numerous future misunderstandings for latte as drink. Actually, latte macchiato came out the winner, because when it was served in an elegant transparent glass with beautiful layers, it definitely was by another more attractive. But unfortunately, caffè latte, such an important and such a traditional drink, almost disappeared from coffee menus internationally. So, in order to be a real expert today, please do not ask what pronunciation is correct, latte or latte. Latte is English pronunciation, latte the Italian one, meaning just milk. So, in reality, if you want coffee with milk, you'd need to order caffè latte without reducing this word to latte. And when you want more milk with coffee, you should order latte macchiato, also without any verbal reductions. Be correct and professional, and don't forget about it, especially when you are in Italy. The purpose of this short story, guys, was to draw your attention to the fact that knowledge of history is not just erudition. Knowing the past is important for understanding what you are doing today and who you will become tomorrow. This is exactly what my course is about. If you take it, I assure you will not regret it, and I promise it will be interesting and beautiful course. Well, we have a lot of work today, so let's get down to business right away.